Hello class, I'm Professor Hatter, and if you're watching this video, then that means I am late to deliver my full review, celebrate 5-year celebration spectacular, and I just wanted to make a video with less squeak in my chair, hopefully. Well, we'll see how we can fix it in post. Just a short snippet, kind of a condensed version of celebrating 5 years of being on YouTube as Professor Hatter, having this channel here. So I will have like a full-on version that is going to go a little deeper into what I've done in 5 years, how I've grown as a hat collector, a YouTube channel, and as a person, and go a little bit more into that. But for this particular video, I just wanted to acknowledge the 5 years of passing that hopefully when you're watching the release for this video or the other video will be for the 5-year anniversary of June 19th that you get to see it. But yeah, it's kind of weird, a little odd to think of 5 years passing of, you know, what was 5 years ago like. I mean, to think of like myself as a person, as a hat collector, of the hat world, of the regular world itself, and what has all kind of transpired since. And it's been a lot. It for sure has been a lot. And really, as a channel, I have not exactly grown. I've kind of been very, very slow if you look at the numbers. But that's totally fine. I think I ditched my efforts to being, you know, a highly, you know, number-based YouTube channel even before my sabbatical. The timing right now is a little weird because I kind of had this ending sabbatical video where I was off for like from January until April. Took some time for myself, for some therapy, mental health, to a part of the channel, you know, not doing as well as I wanted to was a factor, but also job stuff, relationship stuff, looking for a new job, being the big thing. But so the timing is kind of like pretty close to like reflecting, but still I can reflect that, you know, 5 years being passed, you know, when you start a YouTube channel, you want to be able to, you know, you want to do big things and want to, you know, get a lot of likes and subscribers and comments, and, you know, to, you know, get monetized and to get that ad revenue. No matter how much it is, you can at least say, hey, I make money off of YouTube. Can you say that? Probably not. But I think I abandoned that model of wanting to have all these like big numbers even before my sabbatical. And I think because of sabbatical, I had focused a little bit too much on numbers, so I had to take the break to reaffirm of being a video maker, a video editor, a storyteller, videographer, not a YouTube channel. So I think that's the biggest difference in the 5 years that I needed to realize of being a video maker, a storyteller, and not be a YouTube channel. And that's what and I said this before, not just other hat channels on YouTube, but other channels out there on YouTube. And I might sound like I'm talking my ass because I know that there's plenty of other people who have been, one, more successful on YouTube in numbers and having an audience, but two, in combination, have been longer on YouTube than I, who know this algorithm and this whole world of YouTube better than I do. But at least my perspective on it, everyone can say that they're the best YouTube channel for their niche, whether it be for makeup or video games or technology or movie reviews, comic book stuff, or DIYs, or gun stuff, or outdoors, or art, or hats. Everyone has their own pillars to stand on, to say that they're the best because of this reason, that they're different from the other channels. So I have my own pillars, and I like to think that, you know, in comparison with the other hat channels out there, my storytelling is one of the pillars that I can stand on to say that this is what makes me stand out to everyone else. So I watch a lot of other hat channels out there for sure. And, you know, in the years since starting, being inspired by Team Fitted TV, John Bear, Interstate 19, John LaMontagne, Worst Collector Wednesdays, inspiring me to want to do a YouTube channel about hats. And then friend Peter from work probably being tired of me talking about, Peter, this would be a cool video for me to do. You know, I'm gonna take this hat, you know, I'm gonna talk about how cool it is. I'm gonna talk about, you know, why I, you know, liked it. I'm gonna, you know, because of like this aspect, you know, I'm gonna do like a cool like animation, a video, and I'm gonna do this. And he's probably tired of me talking and just said, shut up, make the video actually. So I think that's what, not exactly the exact word, but I think that's what was a pushing point, and that's what a lot of people have done on why a lot of people do YouTube channels, because someone pushed them to do it. So for sure, thanks to those guys and Joe, especially Peter, the one to be the catalyst for it all, the inspiration, and it's a big chain of events of leading up to it. And it doesn't stop there. It's watching all the other channels from the past and now and in the future as well, of just getting kind of a sense of what everyone else does and just getting a feel, enjoying watching hats on YouTube other than reruns and compilations of Family Guy or computer stuff or trailers for stuff, and sometimes it gets boring. So, okay, maybe not the dog videos, but everything else, you know, it's nice to see hats on, you know, YouTube, that it's become this. So, wanted to reflect a little bit here in a shorter video. The other video is going to be for sure much longer in talking about it all. So wanted just to take a few moments here to acknowledge the passing of time of 5 years later. Same room here where I had my first video, and I'm going to do like a video of like reacting to my first video that I ever made in this room here. Is it? I know it's an introduction video, but that and the second video I made that was actually about hats, the NBA draft hats. So yeah, and I for sure appreciate those who have watched. Of course, those who are, I call them students who are subscribers, but even if you just watched, if you count as a view, you're still a student. I would feel like in this kind of realm that I've made of the theme of a school, of a hat university. Not to say that I'm the smartest of hats. There are for sure plenty of other hat collectors out there who have been collecting longer than me or collecting as long as I've been alive, who have a lot more connection and who have two other areas of the hat and the fitted world. But I was Professor Hatter because I was nicknamed Professor in 5th grade by my teacher, Mr. McGovern. And Hatter, Hattar, is hats in Swedish. So that's why I picked that. I know there's like Mad Hatter out there, Hatter, but it's Hattar technically. But rolled off the tongue as Hatter, just as a little bit easier then, and a lot less letters and a lot less weird accent marks compared to my background of Swedish, German, and Czech. But to those who have been a student in the classroom here, to anyone who's watched the video, hit the like button that I don't care about, or the dislike button that I haven't cared about for a while. Those who have left a comment especially, that's what I appreciate a lot the most. But in general, I just appreciate those who have watched my videos. I know that I do talk a lot in it, and being a solo video like this person, it can kind of get boring. But I do appreciate the time that people do take to watch my videos. So yeah, that's about it for just the quick recap thing here. I'm kind of keeping my time here. So you'll otherwise see a longer formatted version of this. I have my notes here on my tablet. So yeah, make a longer video, kind of do a few more extra things, talk a little bit more about my history and the history of the last 5 years, you know, being as an original, probably the original class of YouTube channels on the platform to what it is now with this big boom of other hat collectors having the bravery to sit in front of the camera. I mean, you think about all the other hat collectors out there, but how many of them are brave enough to sit in front of the camera to do this? It's not for everyone, but I appreciate those who have done it and those who continue to do it. So hats off. That's a drink. Hats off to you guys for continuing doing what you're doing, and those who have done this before. And hats off to you for watching. I will see you the next time in class, whichever video that may be. Class is dismissed. Bye, everyone.